When you're walking somebody through the gallery and you're showing them the pictures and telling them the stories, what's the most memorable story for you?
It's probably a couple, and they're all quite similar. So a number of years ago, we the Canberra Hospital opened a new cancer ward, and it's predominantly this particular ward was for leukemia, and we did quite a few prints for there, and we have people who might have spent like 3 months in there and basically essentially touch or go. And we've had people come in the gallery who have basically come in to tell me that basically for 3 months they just stared at one of my photos, and that's kind of what literally kind of got them through. And in a couple of cases, they've wanted to come in and then actually buy that same photo and put it up at home as essentially as a kind of reminder of kind of what they went through and how they kind of got through. Equally, we've had just one just recently. It was a daughter of a guy that had literally passed away the night before. And so she wanted to come in the gallery and just see, more of what had kind of been there. So, some of that is quite powerful for me about realizing the impact that some of my work can have on people. So I think, that's probably the most impactful things for me is when I people have quite a strong emotional reaction to something. I've had a lady recently that bought a print, and she was in tears because her husband had passed away. Husband of quite a long period had passed away just recently, and I had a shot of a gum tree that just would have meant a lot to him. And, this was a purchase that was basically that, she wanted up, and essentially that was a print of, that represented her husband. So those kind of things are sometimes quite confronting for me, but very, very rewarding about when you realize that, you and I can have a logical argument that says it's just a photo, but you start to realize how much of an impact some of my photos can actually have on people and how meaningful it can be for people. And then I think probably the best thing is when, someone literally kind of tells you that photo essentially got them through 3 months of, kind of chemo treatment or something like that. Like that's awesome. Yeah. And pretty kind of special to know that you've been able to essentially kind of contribute to someone surviving. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Is that fuel for you to do more?
So it fuels me to do more, and it fuels me to actually get the photos out in front of more people. So, I guess I probably see, we talk about our purpose for the business is around allowing other people to experience Australia, and it doesn't. I think if you look at it from a more altruistic sense in terms of the business, like obviously we're a business and we need to sell products in order to kind of make money. But I don't get, if people come in the gallery or they go on the website and they can just appreciate what we have and how lucky we are here in Australia with what we have, and they appreciate the Australian landscape, and they don't actually buy, but either by coming into the gallery or looking on the website or what have you, we've helped shift them or made them appreciate how lucky we are in Australia with what we have, then that's enough too. You know what I mean? So I think for me, the more that I can showcase Australia to more people and raise their kind of level of awareness of what we are lucky to have in this country, but also the kind of fragility of the environment in some cases too, that is a strong motivator for me beyond just simple kind of business metrics. Yeah.